Owens Cross Roads, Alabama. Today we're going to be exploring this very popular community just outside of Huntsville to the southeast and seeing what all the hype is about. We're going to be going exploring the area. We're going to be showing you a variety of subdivisions by a bunch of different builders, some established areas, the rural areas, and then some of the major business district there, which spoilers, isn't maybe what you think it is. And we're going to be showing you some footage of just how close it is to Huntsville as well. So before we get into the actual driving footage, let's orient ourselves a little bit with the map and just kind of see what's going on. All right, so here we have the map pulled up. So hopefully this will help give some context to what's going on. Now let's get rid of all that right there. That's a lot of space taken up. Okay, here we go. So Owens Cross Roads right over here. And it is not that far out from Huntsville. We are only about 15 miles or about 23 minutes going up 431 from the heart of Owens Cross Roads to heart of downtown Huntsville. And this is actually cool. It will take you through the medical district if you take 431. For context, if you want to know exactly where it is compared to Huntsville Hospital right over here, 18 minutes, so not bad at all. Huntsville hospitals are very highly regarded here in North Alabama area, so it's nice being very close to them. Some other things, let's say you're working over on Redstone Arsenal. How far is this gonna be out for you there? About half an hour away, so again, not too bad of a commute, especially when you compare it to other major areas in the country. This isn't that bad. You are going up the mountain, which will show a little bit of what that looks like, so you can kind of get an idea for that, if your car is going to be able to handle that or not. My little Honda struggles with it, but if it can do it, probably your car can. Mine really is low on power, but in the summer, sometimes I have to turn off that AC just to get up those hills, but I don't know what's wrong with it. But anyway, so going on from here, what are some other things? Carl T. Jones, so this is going to be, well, we take it over to Jones Valley, in this little area right over here. You're looking about 60 minutes away. So a lot of Huntsville is only 15, 20 minutes away, just depending on which areas, which parts you're going to, of course, which part of Crossroads you are. But this kind of gives you some context here. What's really cool though about Owens Cross Road, if you like fishing, if you like lake life and all of that, look at how close it is to Guntersville. Guntersville over here, very popular, kind of a lake life tourist, a little bit of touristy area, 26 minutes away, so really close to be able to just get on 431, take that straight down to Guntersville, and then even Scottsboro up here, which you see all that water, there's a lot going on over there. Big thing in Scottsboro is unclaimed baggage, which if you haven't been, I suggest you go, it's a lot of fun. They're 39 minutes away. So you're so much closer to this whole side of the state where you have a lot more lakes. And as you can see with all the dark green there, you have a lot more mountains versus the more northern part of the state here is a lot flatter. So it's all depending on what you like, what you want to be around. There's a lot of great hiking trails there near Owens Cross Roads, and we're actually going to be going through a couple of them, pointing them out in today's video. Over here looking at Owens Cross Roads Madison, a little bit further out, you're about 36 minutes away, 27 miles. As you can see here on the map, there tends to be quite a bit of congestion in Huntsville, part of the growing pains. But what's really nice here, a lot of people like, is you're right there, you're just outside of Huntsville, you're close to all the amenities, but you're not dealing with all the hustle and bustle of Huntsville life. It's a little bit more quiet and relaxed, which you'll see as we get into this. And the last thing I'm gonna show is just kind of an overview of the route we're gonna be taking today. Let's clear all that stuff out. We're going to be starting around down here in Owens Cross Roads. We're gonna show you a lot of the new subdivisions down there. Right now, when I'm filming this video as a production, there's like 119 homes for sale that are active in Owens Cross Roads. And of those, like 64 or so are new construction. So very new construction heavy over here. And with what has been going on in the markets right now, we're seeing a lot of builders offering some pretty great incentives that may make you want to consider it a new build over buying a resale home. You just got to kind of compare them and see what you're looking for. We're going to be showing you a variety of the different neighborhoods so you can kind of see for yourself. But as always, if you have any in-depth questions on any of this, the best way to get a hold of us, our team here at Dean's List Realty, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, whatever your preferred way of getting into contact is. We'll be happy to answer questions in way more detail and work with you. So anyway, after we show you those new construction there, we're going to be taking the back way up, we're going to be going up Taylor Road, showing you some of the community there, and then going and showing you this main little area by Old Highway 431 and Highway 431 South, where this intersects by Big Cove. Now, there's going to be a lot of where your businesses are in this area. Show you a little bit more of 431, and then we're going to hop over to Jones Valley and show you a really cool trail along the way, or at least point out where it's at. But we're going to come on up 4 Mile Post Road and then come out by Jones Valley. For those of you that stay to the very end, we're going to jump back down here and show a part we weren't able to show in the last video, but we're going to be showing you some of the really, really fancy houses up here by Madison County Nature Trail, just driving through some of those new construction subdivisions and just showing you what it looks like as you're driving around, and then driving actually up to the Madison County Nature Trail and just showing you that entrance and what's going on there. So if you stay to the end, we'll be showing you a lot, kind of a bonus, this area up here by Green Mountain, and there's a lot of cool houses up there. Those are going to be in the 8-9 million plus range homes. So that'll be at the end. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so here we are starting off. We're going down the side of Green Mountain right now, and you'll see at the end of this video, if you stay to the end, where we actually are on the top side of this mountain, and we show some of these super cool neighborhoods up there. Those are 800, $900 million plus homes. Really neat, those little neighborhoods to check out. And then we also show the Green Mountain Nature Trail. Anyway, so we're coming off the mountain here. We're showing this this side of Owens Cross Roads, and I was surprised, honestly, with all the volume of sales going on over here. I was expecting things to be built up a lot more. You'll see later, this is a pretty rural area. You've got this right here would make a beautiful equestrian property, and you've got some established areas over here, but then you have all these subdivisions just kind of popping up here and there. And you'll see a lot of this in this first section we're in. We didn't get that far before we were just subdivision after subdivision. The reason we enter so many of them is because they were different builders and different variety of price points. So I just kind of want to showcase what kind of options there are over here. A lot of these builders do build in multiple states, which is good to be able to see them, and these bigger builders all over the place. All right, so just kind of going around, and it's really nice having the mountains in the backdrop. There's a lot of parts of North Alabama that are pretty flat overall, so this is nice. Man, that tree back there, that got TP'd pretty bad. Lets you know we're not in 2020 anymore. People must be doing all right if they can afford toilet paper again to TP a tree. But continuing on, what do you think of this? Is this kind of rural what you're looking for? It's definitely outside the hustle and bustle of Huntsville, and it seems pretty pleasant. Reminds me a lot of Somerville, kind of with the mountains around, hills, but yeah. So anyway, we're turning down this little country road here, and there's a new subdivision back here, which is pretty cool. I believe this first one coming up is Eagles Trace by Adams Homes, if I am remembering this correctly. Now, yeah, so you're just off a road here into a new area. If you look at the map and really zoom in, you'll see a bunch of new subdivisions all over the place, and that's what they've been doing over here. So, yep, so it is Eagles Trace by Adams Homes, and they're in the 200s, 300s, that price range. Adams Homes, I got to tour one of their model homes over in Athens, and they're really working on that product for more of your entry level, which over here in Owens Cross Roads, I think the medium sales price is like $386,000, something about that for the whole area. So it's pretty gone up there. So having new construction in the 300s is a good value for the area. So, you know, with it being on that more entry level end, it's not as, you know, the houses are gonna not be as grand looking as some of the ones we'll see later, but those grand houses are coming at quite a few grand more. I love the hills in the backdrop. It really just makes this feel kind of secluded, and you wouldn't know you're just 15-20 minutes from Huntsville from here. It kind of feels like its own whole different area, own little world. But again, that's part of the appeal for Owens Cross Roads. So many people that they want to leave the city behind when they go back home, and they want to be able to rest and just get away from it. So if this is how you feel, this may be a good area to check out. Next up, we're looking at Waltz Glen. It's from the low 300s, 400s. And actually, surprisingly, a lot of these subdivisions, remember, I think there's only 64 actives, new constructions at the time of this video when I filmed it. So a lot of these are actually finishing up or don't, they've come pretty far along. So, and this one still has some lots and ground being broke. But we'll go on from here, and mobile home. So when you're out in the county like this, you are gonna see, it's gonna not be uncommon to have that mixture of, you may have like a really big fancy house on one side and across the street a mobile home. So that's gonna be more common out here, as you don't have the city restrictions. All right, coming up onto another subdivision over here, we have River Cove. These are gonna be a bit bigger. These are 500s to high 600s. It's nice. You have lots of sidewalks. Love the architecture. I'm really a big fan of these homes where you have the mixture of the brick and the vinyl and then the stone, and it creates a very nice blended look. I don't think that's what I meant to say, but it creates a nice, like in nature, you have a lot of different textures. So this creates a lot of textures when you're looking at it, a lot of very dynamic. And that is something to think about, is the curb appeal of your home. You are paying a bit more having these beautiful fronts. You can always upgrade the insides later on because styles do go in and out, but having a really nice, wow curb appeal, I mean, they'll look good 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. It may still look like a 40, 50-year-old house, but at least you'll have that grandeur about them. So what do you think? Are you big on the curb appeal, or would you rather just a simple house front and then put your money on the inside and the upgrades? It's a question to think about if you're considering building new or even buying used. But yeah, it's nice. It's fun going around and see all the Halloween decorations. As you can tell, it's October when we're filming this. We have Montego Cove. This is Davison homes, and they're from the high 200s to 400s. That flashed really quickly. Davison, they do a good home. And all these builders, what's really, why I'm pushing so much, why I'm showing you so much of the new construction is because a lot of these builders, I get emails all the time where they're offering different incentives right now. Because a lot of them are offering, because they know the pain point is high interest rates. So a lot of them are offering deals where they're buying down those rates and then helping it be more affordable. Sometimes it's a temporary buy down, sometimes they're permanently buying it down, or they're giving you those options. For those of you that are bringing cash, some of them are giving you those options where you can have the upgrades instead. Right back there, there's some nice townhomes. And over in this area, even the townhomes, I think we're around the 300,000 up marks where they're at now. So nice having that lower maintenance. It all depending on what you want. And as you can see, there's a little bit of something for everyone over here. So we talked earlier about Owens Cross Roads, and it's being really close to the lake. So that is will be a nice appeal over here, is those outdoor activities. And there is a lot. There's the lakes nearby, Gunnersville, a major fishing spot. I'm not very much of a fisher, if you can't tell by my lack of really knowing what to talk about when it comes to fishing, but it's there. But hiking trails, I have gone on several in this area, and one of the ones we'll be looking at later, which is the Fanning Trail, that is a great one. It's really cool. We'll come on to that one after we get out of Jones Valley, or when we start going into Jones Valley later on. So that's giving you a taste of what this looks like. All right, so here we are on to, let's see, I believe this is Taylor Road, and just kind of coming up out of there in Owens Cross Roads, and this will go into another, Taylor Road here. And this will show, well, there's a lot, the school is nearby here, which unfortunately was on the wrong side of the road when I came through here. So some other time when I'm back in this area, maybe showing inside of these houses, we'll pick up that footage of the school, that elementary school back there. And as far as high schools go, you're going to be going over to Huntsville for the high schools, as the city's not big enough to have its own high school yet. But a lot of people here working in Huntsville, kind of makes sense. They're working in Huntsville. A lot of the social life's over in Huntsville. A lot of things to do is there. So kind of makes sense that high schools are going to be over there. It's typically complaints about that will be from people who don't necessarily go to Huntsville all the time. All right, so just some more variety. Gorgeous, gorgeous day when we're out doing this. So glad I was able to capture what this looks like on a nice, nice fall day. I can't wait for these leaves to start turning. They are starting to turn a little bit brown. It hasn't been that much rain here lately, so don't know if it's gonna just turn brown and die or not. Oh, something I was really surprised about was because of the amount of the dollar volumes in these homes here. When we got hungry a little bit while we were filming this, we found there really wasn't that much to eat. We didn't feel like fast food. There wasn't a lot of restaurants nearby. And we didn't feel like going all the way back over to Huntsville. So we ended up just stopping at the Publix and ordering from the deli, which the deli was pretty good, but not what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot more variety when it came to the restaurants. I guess I'm spoiled over being used to Huntsville and Decatur, but right over there on the left is the Physicians Hospital. So good to know that you're more local. And then this is this is where it intersects with Taylor Road intersects with Sutton Road 431. And you've got a Lowe's, you've got a Publix, you got several fast food places, you got like O'Reilly's, but not a ton. I was waiting for more. I was thinking, okay, when's all the stuff come? And it wasn't a whole lot. Now it does look like they're maybe building up some more stuff. But here we are going down Highway 431 South, and you got some banks and stuff, but nothing super big. Most of your shopping, it looks like you're going to be going over, back over to Huntsville. There is a Walmart here, over in the area, but not. And it's all right. I guess Target Jones Valley is like 15 minutes away, but I was just expecting a lot more to do over here. It doesn't look like they even have a theater here, so you're going to, again, be going back over to Huntsville to that. So expect if you're going to be living here, it's kind of a bedroom community, so you're going to be spending, you may be sleeping here, but if you're looking for things to do, you're going to be going out, again, back over there towards Huntsville. But traffic wasn't too bad. Again, tons and tons of new growth is going here, so it is a popular spot. Just kind of gain away from that hustle and bustle. Now you do have like two main ways, I guess, to get into Huntsville. I don't think I consider Green Mountain a major way, but you've got 431 going up through Governor's Avenue and the Medical District, and then you have the other one that pops up onto Jones Valley. So that's good if things get backed up. You have more than one option, but still you're going up over that hill, and that can be a little bit hard maybe on vehicles sometimes. So just something to keep in mind. My car does not take hills very well, but my car does not have much power either, so don't put much behind that. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. We're headed back over to Jones Valley, and this is where we're coming up onto the Fanning Trail. There's a lot of different trails that comes out from this one. I get lost when we're driving around, not great with directions, but when I saw these rocks here, I'm like, wait, we are near that one trail that my brother and I and friends went on multiple times. So right up here by the left is where it's a huge parking lot. And go ahead and look up what this trail is online. You'll see pictures. I don't want to post pictures that other people took of it just for their, intellectual property and all that, but it's beautiful over there, and there's a lot of sightseeing going on. And here we are coming down into Jones Valley. So if you watched the last episode, Southeast Huntsville, we didn't go up as far as Jones Valley last time, but this is back in that region of Southeast Huntsville. And we ended up stopping at Crumble Cookie to get some good cookies while we were there. But over here in Jones Valley, let's see, you've got Dick's Sporting Goods, you've got Party City, Target, you got Hobby Lobby there, hosts of other little businesses, restaurants, theater not too far away. So this is where you're gonna start bumping into what you're gonna be doing a lot in Huntsville. And then, again, it's not that far away from Bridge Street, and just going out a little bit further. So Home Goods over here. So lots of businesses. Just, you're driving a little bit more of a ways, a little bit further out. So for me, I was a little bit surprised, but I guess it's really just built off of Huntsville. So you're tapping into the Huntsville business and infrastructure, and then you're just carving out your own section over here to live in. So I guess that's why it doesn't have as much. Maybe you'll get some more someday. It'd be nice to see more restaurant options, because maybe there's more. Again, we're not super local to Owens Cross Roads, so maybe there are more food options there that we didn't know about. We just didn't see much driving through. So, but you know, that's all right. At least Huntsville has lots of options. It's close by. Taco Mama over here. This is they're pretty good. They're a popular little chain here in Huntsville. I don't know if they're in other parts of the country or not. I know there's several locations in Huntsville. PetSmart, Dollar Tree, Bath and Body Works. That's a big one. So, but this is a nice little shopping center over here. Barnes and Noble. I've not been to a Barnes & Noble in a long time. Five Below, Electronics Express. So a lot more retail options, things to do when you get out over here. Shoe Carnival. And then of course a really big Target with a grocery, Target grocery in there as well. And then there's your AMC Theater, mentioned earlier. When was the last time you saw a movie in theaters? For me, it has, I want to say Barbie. That was the one. First movie my wife and I actually watched was just the two of us, and she picked Barbie to watch. So, yep. I did not do the movie date until we were, married for over a year. And then, the first movie we watch is Barbie. So it was pretty good. Afterwards, she realized what Oppenheimer was and was playing in theaters, and I gotta pick fun at her now for picking Barbie. But yeah, so. But here we are, continuing back. All right, so now we're going to jump back over to Southeast Huntsville, headed back towards Green Mountain, kind of showing you the mountain from a little ways back. But we're going to be going up here, kind of showing you, it's really a pretty drive going up there. You've got the trees kind of forest in and tunnel. It reminds me a little bit of living in Missouri, where you had all these winding roads, you had all these tree tunnels. That was really cool. Although, did not enjoy the winding roads that people taking them at 60 miles per hour. At least that's not going on like this, or a little bit more residential of an area. But we're going to be turning here onto Green Mountain Road, and then this is kind of where the video will loop. So we'll go up the hill, and then as we come down, this is where it will loop again to the start of this video, where we went out from there to Owens Cross Roads. So just kind of giving you an idea of what's going on the map with that. But my camera, so when my little gimbal setup, it's set to keep it steady, so it does not have fun on all these turns as the phone keeps turning. It's hard to keep everything centered while we're going. So apologize for that. These roads are a little windy, and my sub just struggles a little bit with that. But once you get to the top of the mountain here, you really they have all these different subdivisions they have built up. Woodland Homes has several them. And the two that we looked at on this day were Woodland Homes subdivisions, but they're gorgeous houses, gorgeous areas, and a lot of custom options there. So yeah, like up here, you keep going, eventually you go to Green Mountain. We're turning to go into this first subdivision here and take a look at these. These go, I think it was, what, 800s to million. Video's buffering a little bit while I'm watching the playthrough, so it's why it's not perfect. But yeah, these are really cool. So what's really great up here with being here at the top of the mountain is the scenic bluff views that you get overlooking the city. They're just $1 million views. And then it's also got access to, this one is the Inspiration by Woodland Homes, and they have access to different trails and amenities here with these. If you want more details on this, definitely hit me up in the comments or give us a call, shoot us a text, or email, and we'll be happy to answer your questions on this in more detail. But definitely a very pretty area. Definitely a very pretty area, and imagine the sunsets up here must be stunning, especially in the fall and winter when the leaves are down and you're able to see a little bit better. So homes over here, these are your like 3,500, 5,000 square foot homes, so pretty massive over here for this area. Just love this shot here, just boom, boom, boom. And all of them are a little bit different, which is and definitely not your cookie cutter neighborhood. All right, so from here, we're gonna go check out one more subdivision up on the mountain, and then we are gonna go show you where Green Mountain is, the nature trail. I guess it's called the Madison County Nature Trail Preserve. Here you can see the trees are just starting to change color some, so I love it. This area of Green Mountain Nature Trail, a lot of people will take family portraits here, senior pictures, baby bump pictures, engagement photos. This is where my wife and we took our engagement photos. It was in fall. It was around October, 2 years back. Yeah, 2 years back. But this area will get very popular. It'll get busy. Don't get me wrong, on the weekends. But you see a good bit of parking along here. It will fill up, and then there's overflow parking to the back as well. They have fishing here, but it's for certain age ranges. It's like under 16, and I think over 55 is the age range to fish. But beautiful trails to walk around, nice, easy to do. And then over here to the right is overflow parking. So it'll get backed up that much, that overflow parking will be used. When we were over here, it looks like they're doing some work. I don't know what else is going on down there right now, but yeah, this is a gorgeous trail. There's picnic benches. There's a little house on it. Look up some pictures online that people have posted. Again, try to be careful of sharing things that pictures people have posted without their permission. So I figure I'll tell you to go look at them, and then if you're interested, you can. All right, so from here we're going to go on to the Preserve, another Woodland Homes, and these are 500s, million plus range. So it's going to vary. For these, I'm looking at active pending sold data from 12 months back. Yeah, nice and quiet. You've got you're surrounded by nature and forests. Only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is having to go up that and down that hill every day if you're going anywhere. So at least we don't get a whole lot of snow here. Well, so you'll get a little bit of accumulation during the winters, but it's nothing crazy. So I guess if you're up here, just keep a little bit of extra groceries on hand when it stock up if it looks like threat of snow, because I wouldn't want to go down the hill. So that basically wraps up this for today. Thank you for watching, and if you want to make sure you never miss videos like this one, if you want to know what it's like to work, eat, sleep, play in the Huntsville, Madison, Athens, Decatur, and surrounding areas, then be sure to give this video a like. Comment below if you have any questions, any areas that you want us to check out, maybe topics you want us to explore in more detail. And don't forget, if you're thinking of moving here, our team at Dean's List Realty, we're ready to help. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. Until next time, hope that you enjoyed this, and I'm just going to let the last little bit of this video play so you can kind of see going back down the mountains. Very pretty, but till next time, y'all take care.
It's not a game.